How you guys doing? Now I'm a little emotional, got a little teary-eyed here seeing some of the video that the judge cut from the jury, allegedly, on the man in the Minnesota River, Hudson, if you recall the name of the little town. 15,000 people they had to pull the jurors from. One juror slept during the trial, like a 70-year-old woman. And that one person sleeping during the trial should have been enough to give this guy a mistrial. What is happening to our justice system? This is probably one of the best videos I have seen on the internet. It shows clips of the video that weren't shown on most of the YouTube channels. I would say all of them. I've watched the video on a couple different channels. I've never seen the full footage. She has footage of 4 young men who were probably 16 to 17 years old trying to drown the man who ended up stabbing one of them. They were literally trying to kill him. And yet this guy his brother gets 40 years in prison. That is a crime. The judge not allowing the evidence into the actual courtroom, complete crime. He should be disbarred. The cops not prosecuting the children and the alleged drunken parent who was watching the children. The allegations are that all the children were drinking on the river and none of them were 18 years old, let alone 21. Where were the parents? The parent who bought the alcohol for those kids put those kids into a situation where they didn't completely know what they were doing. This is why we have laws about alcohol. You know, if you're going to have a party with a bunch of kids underage drinking, do it at your house. You know, don't take it to a public place where other people have to deal with a bunch of drunken assholes. I'm going to say it. Drunken assholes. That's what I saw in this video with the harassment to a man who's the same age as I am. And now he looks like he's 70 because he's spent almost 2 years in and out of the prison system, and he looks like he doesn't have time to eat, or maybe somebody takes his meal every day. And it looks like he's surviving on strictly water. He's probably lost 80 pounds. It's a tragedy. He had a concussion. My dad died after a series of things that happened after he got a concussion from falling on the cement. When an elderly person falls on the cement, I'm not saying I'm elderly, but as we get older, it takes us longer to recover. And the man didn't remember everything that happened. He said he had feelings, but he didn't remember everything that happened. He wouldn't remember everything that happened because he had a serious concussion. He said when he fell back, his head hit the rocks in the river. And then the kids were trying to push his face down into the water. How come they weren't tried? That was attempted murder. I won't back down on this. This is one of the reasons that I'm going back to school to get a law degree. Cases like this, where people are robbed of their lives because of a bunch of assholes. We don't need that. We don't need a bunch of jerks running around and controlling our country. We don't need judges who are afraid to do what's right because there are people gathering and parading on streets because they're afraid of what will happen. The judges are afraid to actually try a case properly. Well, that says our country's gone downhill a whole lot. And Minnesota is hell in a handbasket.